try your bulls to practice. And that's how he did. Like he slept on farms, like in the middle of nowhere without money. But he tried very hard, and he was very stubborn. And until he got hired from Plaza. Plaza is like the big rodeo, like. And he had his first corrida, which is called bullfighting. And he did amazing. And they kept asking him to go and hiring him to go to different plazas. And then he became professional because he had to be from novillero, which is like a stage, a level of bullfighter, escalate to become a matador, which is the professional one. And then he traveled around the world making great faenas, which is, faena is like a very good fight with the bull, actually. And he became very, very famous all around the world. He knew Picasso. He knew his writer, Hemingway.
Wow.
Hemingway actually wrote an article about my dad.
Wow.
He was invited to go to Picasso's house because my dad offered his bullfighting to him. That's what you do. When you are in the plaza, you give your kind of sombrero to someone that you want, and you say, I'm going to dedicate this bullfight to you. And he knew Picasso was there. He knew at that time he had already a kind of manager that he will, like, you're going this way or that way, or you're going to bullfight here or there, that managed everything. And he said, Picasso is here. And my dad was the first one to bullfight. Usually there's 3 matadores, 3 bullfighters, and each of them, they have like their crew, like 6 people that are with them to help them. And he saw Picasso, he dedicated that bull, and he had a great faena. And Picasso invited him to his house. And Picasso's wife cooked.
That's not your dad, but that's what Matador looks
See
like.
what I've been telling you? It's like dancing with the bull.
Yeah.
And Picasso, well, my dad was telling the story because Picasso told him, like, tell me something about you. Tell me your life. And my dad was telling his life. My dad was probably 23, and he was sketching while my dad was talking, and he signed it and gave it to my dad. And we never knew what happened with that sketch. My dad was very young. He didn't know that he was going to be that famous. But he saw, like, at that time, it was the Spain Revolution. So Picasso couldn't send paints to America. And he had a ton of paintings that they were, like, in the boxes ready to ship out of Europe to all over the world. And my dad got to see them. He also told me which was the painting that he had in the easel that he was actually making. It's a horse with kind of like a boy that is super famous. Yeah, it's a great story. But bullfighters are, they come from Spain. They're original from Spain, but they are part of the sports in Mexico. Now, another sport that is very famous is
Soccer.
football. No es soccer. It's football. Everyone says football, but the United States. The United States calls it soccer. But it's football soccer. So it's very famous. Very, very famous. And then I brought this to make tortillas, but I don't know if we're going to have time. Probably I'll leave it to Swad. And you can put like Play-Doh, and then you do this like that, and and then you make your tortillas. This is iron.
You made that before?
And it says what? What is this? It says hecho en Mexico, made in Mexico. And the last thing I brought is a sombrero de charro. This is my husband's sombrero de charro. If you see carefully all this thread, it's gold thread. So it has a value, and the way you use it is this part on the back. And this goes right. And when you are actually on a horse, you only grab, I don't know how to say the harness.
The reins.
Harness? No.
Yes, I think so.
The reins, yeah. the harness.
With your left hand, not the right, because they use this for the whatever they're doing,
okay.
catch the bulls or the wild horses. And this is called a rebozo. Okay, a rebozo. This one is made. It's one of the ones my mother-in-law left. It's silk and it's threaded. I believe this is threaded by a machine, but long time ago they used to do it in a loom. I also brought a beautiful book that's what I can read to you guys about the rebozo later. It tells the story about what can you do with a rebozo.
Oh, wow.
It's beautiful, and it's in English and Spanish. So this is like a treasure for me, because I taught this a lot to all the elementary kids, and they love it. So there's a lot of things you can do with this, and one of the things you can do with this is to dance. So today, Swat and I are going to dance. Oh, I forgot to show you this one.
So what is that called?
I don't know.
Jacob's ladder?
Jacob's ladder, yeah.
If you visit Mexico, like Patricia said, you'll find people, sometimes even they walk around on the beach.
My favorite thing that Swat likes. Food. Mexico has the most amazing, delicious, amazing, I don't know what to tell you, food ever in the entire world. There's so many varieties that it's crazy. These are the typical. This is called pozole. Pozole, it's a soup. And it has this type of corn that it's not corn, it's hominy, something like that. It's really delicious. I make this at home. My husband loves it, and it's really easy to make. Then tamales. Tamales are very delicious too. It's kind of like a corn cake, and the tamales have a filling. You can fill the tamales with chicken, with
Pork.
beef, pork, whatever. If you make something and just fill it. And to watch how to make them, it's pretty cool. I've made them too as well. The things you try when you're not in your country, right? And this is mole. Mole is a sauce that is made out of, I don't know how many, like 20 something
Very hard.
different chiles, peppers.
Wow. And some put chocolate.
And they put chocolate on it to make it a little bit less hot and spicy. It's really good. And we eat it like chicken, with any type of meat.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. It has a lot of ingredients.
I messed it up a few times.
And there's of course art. A lot of art. There's a lot of type of bordering,
Yeah, embroidery.
embroidery. There's also paintings in this type of paper that is called in Spanish petate. My students have made this type of things when we do the samplers night. So there's a lot of different.
We study Frida Kahlo lately.
No. Frida Kahlo is an artist, very, very important artist in Mexico. Okay, Swat, are you ready?
I am.
What do you want to be, the man or the woman?
You tell me. I'm short and I'll be the woman.
Okay. You're the woman. Okay, so if you're the woman, you're supposed to have like a big skirt, but you're not gonna have a skirt. So instead of the skirt, you're gonna have the rebozo, and you're gonna hold it, and you're gonna move it like that if it was your big skirt. Okay? Oh, I forgot also, La Nochebuena. Have you ever seen the poinsettia? Yeah, it comes from Mexico. And a person from United States, Mr. I don't know, Poinsett, I don't know how to say, brought it here, and his name is after me. Oh, it's someone from the government. I don't know. But yeah, it's Mexican. Okay, so I'm gonna find the song. It's called Jarabe Tapatío. You have to do whatever I do, okay?
Yes.
And when I tell you to lean to get the sombrero, I'll tell you, okay?
Okay.
And then you're gonna have to put your leg on my knee when I tell you.
Oh.
So it's forward.
What? Don't get hurt.
What is he saying?
Don't fall down.
What?
Don't
Don't
No,
get your mom.
I will make her forward.
Don't. Wait, you're gonna make her fall down.
No. So it's called, can you guys say Jarabe Tapatío?
Jarabe Tapatío.
Tapatío because it comes from
Jarabe Tapatío.
Sorry, my mask was falling off because of the sombrero. All right. So what do you want me to leave with you?